Hey you guys, I was thinking that I should mention to my kids who might watch this video someday in the future, and also to anyone out there who's maybe going through something. Um, One of the resources I used after my marriage dissolved, was Inner Integration. Meredith Miller is the host of that YouTube channel, and it's really important for learning about narcissistic abuse and what that is. I've forgotten a lot of my marriage and a lot of my life, really, over the years. Now, part of that I believe is from MS. Part of it is from the abuse, like I suffered, and your brain's way of blocking it and stuff. But I think that, like, I know that when I was in my marriage, then I know I used to wake up like 2, 3 in the morning to heat up my ex-husband's leftovers and stuff, which is not like that big of a deal. But I was suffering from MS and I had kids and stuff, so I was already used to waking up and helping them or nursing them or whatever I was doing at the time. But I don't know even what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm just trying to figure out how to help my kids in the future, and their stepsisters don't really have a relationship with their dad, and part of the reason for this is because, like, the oldest stepdaughter thinks he's a psychopath. My middle or the younger stepdaughter, I don't even know what's going on with her anymore. She's like dropped off the face of the world. I can't find her. I miss her. I miss both my stepdaughters, but thankfully my kids are in a good situation. I think that they're okay. However, their dad, like, he has had 3 ex-wives and numerous girlfriends, and so they might wonder someday, like, okay, well, what was it that that nobody could really put up with for very long. And I think it's because he was a narcissist. He is a narcissist. I think that I don't think he's a psychopath. I feel sorry for him in a lot of ways. I feel sorry for my stepdaughters, like, but I think that their history of abuse and just their history in general, like all the school changes, all the patterns, like their biological mom was not a part of their life for a long time, and I think that that negatively impacted them. But there's so many things that also negatively impacted them and negatively impacts us all. Like, let's face it, none of us has this perfect life, okay? We all could write our stories. But I think that it's important to recognize that it's not you. It's not your fault. It's not that everything's wrong with you or whatever. I think it's easy for a person who's involved in a narcissistic relationship, whether it's your parents or your loved one or brother or sister or friend or coworker or whatever it is. Like, I think it's important that you recognize that it's not your fault. It's not that you're doing everything wrong. Like, my ex used to blame me for stuff disappearing, and then he'd find it later on top of the armor or somewhere else that I can't reach. I'm in a wheelchair. Okay, so that wasn't me that put it up there for it to get lost. But I still was the one who got the blame for it. But I think that that's just life in a lot of ways. Like, we all get blamed for stuff that's not really our faults, but it's easy to take on this assumption that everything is your fault or that you can't do anything right or whatever. Like, it's easy when you're in an abusive relationship to kind of take that mentality on. And I think it's important that you realize it's not you. It's not all your fault. It's not like, I mean, there's a reason that these people blame stuff on you. It's because there's something wrong with them and they can't really deal with it. They don't have the coping skills themselves to really handle, to process the fact that, okay, maybe there's something wrong with me. Like, I do think that not everything is his fault either. I think that you've got to admit your kind of responsibility. I wish I could remember like a lot more about my kids' childhood, my marriage, really. Like, I wish I could remember a lot from that time. I feel sad that so much is gone, but that apparently is like a symptom of that kind of like abuse or whatever. You should check out Meredith Miller's channel. Inner integration is her thing. She talks a lot about this stuff, and she's got a really good handle on the whole like situation. So check her out, you guys, and keep yourself healthy and just be the person that you are inside.